Alright, so I don't know how well you can see this, but the guy at work told me about how to port engines and stuff like that. So here I am looking at what I finally identified as a carburetor, this thing. Looking at it to make sure I got good airflow and everything. So taking this off right here, I'm trying to do this one-handed. But this is what I find is where the carburetor goes into the cylinder head is taken. Oops, it goes right there in the ground. Alright, so see that hole meets that hole, and meeting up should make a pretty clean connection. Instead, and you do have the gasket right there, so you have the gasket on there. Between those two is this plate, which actually goes like that. So tell me, craftsman, how you gonna screw us like that? I mean, that's how it was sitting there. I don't know if you can see it with the light here, but you got this half this friggin' hole is covered with this plate. So there's the top of it, and then you move it down, and you can't really see it. But you got this thing blocking that hole. So I'm hoping, I'm going to try and learn here, is I'm going to try and cut this out a little bit, free up this circle. Then I'm going to look at the other end of the carburetor where the intake, the filter goes in, this side of the carburetor. See if there's the same thing on there. Be interested to see. But I'm having difficulty getting these friggin' rods off here. This is the rod to the throttle and to the, whatever the hell you call this thing over here. Got that, that thing. You can see it down there. So now I got to figure out, once I get all that stuff cleaned up, is how to move that handle, which it does the gears, which is, like I said, let me see if I can get the light on here, is there. See, this gray plate right here is that thing. You see it moving. So what to do about the gearing, I don't know if that's usually pedal driven or another rod, or how to move it so it works for me. And then the other one that controls the speeds is this, that rod and bracket right here. But I have it disconnected right now, so it won't move. But that's going to be the throttle, which will be what they call a dirty hairy throttle eventually. So stick with me, and hopefully I'll come back later with this thing disassembled, the heads off, and I'm going to look at the piston, see if I can get it lighter, get that friggin' flywheel off. But I don't know what the foot-pounds of torque is on that damn bolt up there, but I don't know, I've racked my hands on the bottom of this thing a few times trying to get it off, so we'll see what happens.